I have to give it to Thanks for Free Mounts because they seemed so strong when they were landing their shots. And I think Jackie switched from the Lucy to the Pearl, which will be an interesting one. It'll give a bit more peel to the Ashka because we know that against a Rook you need to peel well because there's a lot of CC that the Rook can use, a lot of displacement, and so having that Pearl to chuck in the bubbles to get those silences in could be really effective.
Well, here we go. Thanks for Free Mounts versus Easy Battle Rido. And again, two mount codes will be given away at the end of this grand final in chat, so make sure you stick around for those who have just rejoined us for the grand final. Judica getting in there early, gets the invulnerability and a lot of damage onto Shody Matroni. He has to get back to safety rather quickly.
Yeah, and Ashka's just trying to get as much damage out as possible, but Lucy's barriers have been making it tricky. Rook able to get a decent amount of damage into the Pearl. Nice waiting for the counter, and that's going to allow him to push Pearl out, but not enough damage for her to lose a whole lot of health. And now they're going to try and do the same to Ashka, but the healing's come out, and the Ashka ultimate lands, and this is a brilliant opportunity, and Lucy could be in some trouble.
It doesn't just land, it landed on both of them, taking so much damage. You're actually down about 30% health already. The Jaws comes up and eats Rook. Judica is going to be so low after this. The stun, the dead. No, he's going to get invulnerable for a short amount of time, get the heal, but they're so low, and they really, because of the fact that he's a melee, he's going to die just trying to get some damage to happen, and it's going to be the first round in favor of Thanks for Free Mounts.
Yeah, and such great comboing coming out. We see the Jaws into the Ashka Q, and that was really all that they needed to shut that Rook down, and a really nice start coming out from Thanks for Free Mounts.
And that Infernal Scorch coming out from Shody Matroni, getting both of them, that is just so much damage that Lucy can, instead having to just not heal one, but to heal both of them up. It's so much to ask for. And when the Rook is so low, he can't actually get into their face and deal so much damage because he knows he's only so close to death. The double range composition is going to be hard to push through. They're going to have to play perfectly now. Easy Battle Rido.
And the power of this double range is you can get in so much poke, you don't actually have to even engage onto either one. But the issue with poking is Lucy can heal up any poke you do. And that's a nice counter coming out from Jackie. And Pearl's counter is really, really nice because I believe it charges the weapon, giving you another silence, and those empowered auto attacks are very effective.
Yeah, definitely. It seems like Jackie's Pearl has been working. She's doing a lot of work right now, as well as getting heals onto Shody Matroni. And Sacrifusion taking a lot of damage. But Rook and will be able to get back into the fight, get some damage onto Shody Matroni. But they're all going to turn their attention over to Sacrifusion. Pops the barrier, but is super, super low now. Actually down about 10 health. It's so low, it's going to be one more hit. If Jackie can land a couple of those hits, dives in close, as well as Ashka coming back with a dash. And Lucy goes down. So Sacrifusion not surviving that one. And it feels like the Pearl is the main difference right now. That is really, I guess, being the big difference maker for Easy Battle Rido and their Rook-Lucy combination.
Yeah, and it seems like the sheer damage output of Ashka Pearl just completely is putting Rook and Lucy into trouble because the Lucy can't out-heal it because there's constant damage coming out from both of them. And so now, Thanks for Free Mounts looking really nice. 2-0. We haven't seen many 2-0s. It commonly goes to a 1-1, so nice to see them coming out swinging right from the start.
Well, could they get off to the dream start and possibly even go 3-2-0 to kick things off in this grand final? Of course, it is just still first to 5 single elimination. Well, this is the one game. There's no best of threes or anything like that. They've got 3 more rounds to win, and they will take out the first Battle Australia. It's presented by Discon Kerr and the casting crew here, myself, Xenox, and of course, Geimer. As we're heading into the final rounds of tonight, it's been a really good night again. Thank you to all of the viewers. You guys have been amazing. We had the two demonic mount codes to give away. And again, still kicking things off. Ashka diving in. They're still going after Sacrifusion, causing so much damage. Judica trying to get into the face of Shody Matroni, but it doesn't seem to be working. They just don't have the damage to outdo the healing from Pearl and the damage from Ashka.
Yeah, and Ashka now putting a lot of pressure onto Sacrifusion. Gonna be in trouble. The barrier does allow some of it to be mitigated.
Oh, so
once again, Ashka lands the ultimate, and now Rook's in a huge amount of trouble. Facing this double range 1v2, this is going to be really tough for him.
they are looking in total control right now. Judica, nothing you can do about this one, buddy. You are going to fall. The invulnerability will delay the inevitable, but he goes down. So 3-2-0 for Thanks for Free Mounts. Maybe they should change the name to Thanks for Free Mounts and Steam Codes.
Yeah, and they are looking so powerful. 3-0 up already, and they don't look like they're going to be stopping anytime soon. They are just able to put so much damage out, and it's working really well for them so far. They're managing to focus down Lucy, because Lucy is really squishy. Only 190 health points, just like Pearl, and that's a lot easier to get through than the 250 of Rook.
And it's not just them putting out a lot of damage, but they are making sure that Judica can't get the damage to come out on the Rook, because he's struggling to even get close in range. So even when he does get into range, you can just see Ashka just dashing away, then turning around, putting so much damage back onto Sacrifusion. He's just ignoring the Rook in a lot of ways, as they should be able to try and pick up this orb in the middle. The dash from Shody Matroni will be able to pick that one up. Sacrifusion needs to try and stay alive, but he's taking so much poke damage, as well as Judica. They are struggling with this comp.
Yeah, and now a lot of ultimates available for Thanks for Free Mounts. In fact, both of them, and that's really going to allow them to make some nice plays if they so choose. The Jaws could be on, and we've seen the Jaws combo be effective before.
Oh, the Crippling Goo does come out, though. In fact, from Sacrifusion, it's not going to really do a whole lot. As you said, Jackie's got the... Oh, but just a dodge, though, from Lucy, as a nice little dodge from Sacrifusion keeps himself out of the jaws of death. The dash from Ashka as well with the shield. He's really low. He's going to be able to pick up a couple of the health orbs, but for the first time in a little bit of while, they're actually starting to take a lot of damage from Judica as well as Sacrifusion, and now they're actually getting a little bit of a health advantage. They're struggling, and Shody Matroni is low.
Yeah, and it really depends how much they can focus down this Lucy, because Rook's doing a great job of just landing on them and doing his damage, and I think that's really been the change this round. We've seen Rook land a lot of those. I'm not sure whether that's him hitting or a lack of dodging on Thanks for Free Mount.
Oh, that was a really good Infernal Scorch on the Sacrifusion. Has to pop the barrier and a couple of heals to stay alive. That was just really poor, untimely positioning coming out, though, from Easy Battle Rider. They were actually stacked up in a line, quite ironically, for Ashka to just dash on through with the Infernal Scorch. Now they are the ones who are lower because of that. So the Infernal Scorch has been the difference maker. Lucy is so low. We're into sudden death as well, as Jackie is going to follow around and try and take down the Lucy, who's got very, very small amount of health left. The Rook goes down as well. There's going to be really no chance, although the Crippling Good, the push back into it, and is going to make Shody Matroni really low, but he's got no more damage to follow up. Jackie with the heals as well as the damage, and it is looking very, very close to being all over, and it could be a 5-0 sweep in the grand final.
Yeah, and that was such a great wall from Ashka at the end there. He would have been hit by an auto attack if he hadn't chucked that wall up. So nice decision making, and also the restraint, not hitting Rook's counters as much. That's doing a great job. And that was a really nice turnaround. I thought that was Easy Battle Rider's chance, but it appears that Thanks for Free Mounts is just too strong.
Well, they are now one win away from taking out the very first Battle Australia's tournament hosted by Discon Kerr. Shody Matroni taking a lot of damage from Sacrifusion, but so is he in as well. The firewall comes out as Judica starts to swing around that meat and bones hammer, and Jackie still causing so much damage on the Sacrifusion, and that seems to be the difference between, I guess, for Easy Battle Rider, between who they played before, where there was not as much pressure onto Sacrifusion.
Yeah, and the Crippling Goo is going to come out, going to get a lot of damage onto Pearl, and that is going to be some trouble for Pearl. Ashka really needs to put out some damage of his own.
Oh, the stun as well, the follow-up, but it's going to be able to dash away. Jackie so close to death. As he said, that Crippling Goo did so much damage. In fact, Sacrifusion's almost got another one ready to go. Does have to pop his F button, but now Judica grabbing the orb, and for the first time in a little while, they're starting to get on top a little bit, but they've got to make sure they focus Jackie here. She is the one who's really low.
Yeah, and a nice Ashka ultimate comes out. It looks like the Pearl is going to fall, but then once again, the dive gets Jackie out of trouble. Pearl, such a hard support to take down. But the Crippling Goo once again.
Yeah, the Goo, but the dash from Jackie is going to be able to get out of it. They've got to ignore Shody Matroni here and just try and straight onto Jackie, but the rookie's taking so much damage as well as the Infernal Scorch comes out, as Ashka now turns his attention over to the Lucy, and Sacrifusion is really low. One hit away from death, pops the barrier. He is so low, he's getting no help. The damage onto Pearl is not enough. There's not enough consistent damage as Jackie continues to heal up. They only need really one kill here. They're so low. They're so close from taking out the first tournament here from Battle Australia as Jackie dives away once again. The firewall comes out, the armor break onto the Ashka, but the invulnerability from Judica is going to try and keep himself alive. The dash, Jackie though dives away and avoids it. There it is. Lucy goes down. Congratulations to Thanks for Free Mount. You cannot see Judica holding on from here.
Yeah, well, it would need to be some really nice play. And there it is. Ashka Q takes it out. And Thanks for Free Mounts, so dominant, 5-0 in the grand final.
So there is your first champions. Thanks for Free Mounts. I don't know if that name will stay forever, but that definitely seems like a temporary name. But congratulations to Jackie and Shodi Matroni, who at times looked, like they had some issues. And in the end, the DC issues we saw in the semifinals almost cost them a spot here. But they've